I'll begin a bit wonky. So we'll begin with some grounding and breath, and then we'll move slowly from the floor up towards standing. So if you've got a block or a book or like a strap or something that you can substitute for a strap, that might be useful for one of our postures later. So take a seat comfortably, and then we're just going to place our hands onto our belly, and then close our eyes, and we're going to focus on deep belly breaths, so breathing deep down into our belly. Relaxing your shoulders down, releasing tension from your jaw, taking those breaths a little bit deeper now. Gently drop your hands down and take 3 more breaths. Rub your palms together, create warmth, and then place them over your eyes. Take a few blinks, and when you're ready, move your hands away. We'll be starting in a tabletop position for cat-cow. So hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. And we're going to start by just taking a couple of cat-cows with those deep breaths we've started. Lifting our shoulders up, our tailbone down, belly drawing towards the floor, chest shining forward. Feel the stretch in each vertebra of your back. Deep breaths. Belly drawing towards the ground. Try not to let your head tilt back too much. Keep it shining forward. And then coming to a flat back, we're going to try a balance. So we're going to take our right hand off the floor to begin with. If you feel comfortable there, you're then going to try and take your back foot, your left foot off the floor. Aiming not to move our core, so keeping that core engaged so that you don't dip or spike. Keep everything in one long line. Flex that back foot, keep that back leg engaged, lifting the knee, lifting the thigh. And placing it down. Taking the opposite side now. Left hand out, right foot out. One long line, keeping that core engaged. hands back down. Sinking back into a child's pose, stretching your hands forward towards the front of your mat. Keeping that engaged, keeping that length from your fingertips down into your shoulders, down to the bottom of your tailbone. This should feel stretching rather than relaxing. From here, pushing up to downward facing dog. Keeping your knees bent for this first one. Pushing the mat away with your hands. Keeping your heels lifted if you need to. Armpits come to face each other. Hips lifting up and back. Gazes towards your belly button. And taking deep breaths. And releasing your knees back down to a child's pose. Again, stretching those hands forward. Up to downward facing dog once more. Stretching out those calves, pushing your heels down one at a time. Looking towards your hands and taking a step up towards your hands. Letting yourself hang over your knees here. Bending your knees to let your belly rest onto your thighs. Coming all the way up to rest in Tadasana. So feet hip width apart. Feeling all 4 points of your feet, your soles of your feet on the ground. Engaging the feet, engaging the legs so that your arches are lifting up. Slight micro bend in your knees, hips down. Ribs soft, shoulders back and down. From here, inhaling, arms come all the way up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands to the ground. Bringing your right leg back first. Dropping that knee, untuck the toes. And bring your arms up. Good. Keeping your legs as if you're squeezing your thighs together. Your knee and ankle and your knee and second toe should be in one line. Shoulders are down and back. Ribs are in and soft. You should be feeling a stretch in your hips. Placing your hands to frame your foot on the floor, untuck that back toe. Coming back to a plank position. Now let's do knees, chest and chin for this first one. Keeping those elbows in, pushing up to cobra. Back to downward facing dog. And then looking towards your hands, right foot step forward and left. Up to halfway lift, straight back and fold forward. And coming all the way up to Tadasana. Good, and again. Inhale and exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Left foot coming back now. Dropping the knee. And arms up. Knee, ankle, one line. Knee, second toe. Squeezing those thighs together as if they're next to each other. Shoulders down and back. Folding your hands down to frame your foot. Tucking that back toe under. Right foot to meet the left. Plank position. Now chaturanga on knees, chest, chin. And then cobra or upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. Take a moment to breathe. Looking towards your hands, left foot and then right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And rest in mountain pose. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Right foot coming back. Same as before, drop the knee. Coming up. Taking long breaths, feeling that stretch. With each exhale, you're sinking into that stretch more. Good. Keeping everything in line, squeezing those thighs. And placing the hands beside the foot. Bringing the left to meet the right into plank. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Back to downward facing dog. Gazing towards the belly, hands pushing away, armpits coming to meet each other, hips coming up and back. The weight is coming into your heels, into the back half of your body. Looking towards your hands, right foot and then left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up and rest. Other side, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Bend your knees here if your belly doesn't touch your thighs. It will help protect your lower back. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, dropping down. Left foot coming back now. Dropping the knee. And then coming up. Lovely. Keeping knee, ankle one line, knee second toe. Good. Deep breaths. Sinking down into that stretch. Placing your hands down beside your feet. Tuck your toe under. Right to meet your left into your plank. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. Rest here for a moment. Deep breaths. Gazing forward between your hands, right foot and left. Up to halfway lift and down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale and rest. I'm just going to move my mat. That's better. So we're taking that again and we're going to move slightly more within that to keep stretching our hips out. So inhale, exhale, forward fold, straight back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop your hands down. Right foot coming back, dropping the knee. Now you can keep your toe tucked under for this one. Lifting your arms up. We're then going to push back and fold over our leg. stretching out the back of your leg. Moving forward into that stretch. And backwards. Forwards. So you feel the stretch in your right thigh and your right hip. Aiming to keep those hips square. And folding back. Using your hands to support you on the floor. Coming forward. Making sure your knee doesn't cross over that ankle line. And back once more. Folding forward. And coming forward once more. Placing your hands down beside your foot. Tuck that toe under if it isn't already. Bringing your left to meet your right. Strong plank here. Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Upward facing dog or cobra. Backward, back to downward facing dog. Looking forward between your hands. Right foot, then left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. And rest. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Left foot back, dropping the knee. Either keeping your toes tucked or untucked, it's up to you. Bring your arms up, beside your ears. Moving yourself back into that stretch, lifting your toes up towards the sky, folding yourself over that leg. And pushing yourself forward into that hip stretch. And coming backwards. Keeping those toes engaged, it will help to keep all of the leg muscles engaged and therefore stretch them. And forward. And back. Once more forward. And once more back. Once more forward. Tucking those toes under, placing the hands down, bringing your right to meet the left. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Pushing up to upward facing dog or cobra. Back to downward facing dog. Pushing those hands away. Looking towards the hands. Stepping up. Inhale. And exhale. Rest in mountain pose. So we're going to inhale and come to chair. Sitting back, the weight is in the back of your heels. Your arms are coming directly by your ears. Your shoulders are back and down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dropping down. Coming back to plank now, so left leg and right leg back to plank. Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Upward facing dog or cobra. Back to downward facing dog. Looking between your hands, bringing your right leg up. Placing it between your hands. Dropping your left leg, your left foot to 45 degrees, coming up to warrior one. Keeping those hips square. Knee, ankle one line, knee, second toe one line. So your back foot is at 45 degrees. Your front foot is facing forward. Forward fold. Coming back to plank. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Looking towards the hands. Right foot and left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale to chair. Straight back. Weight is in the back of your heels. Your knees are pointing forward. Your hands are either by your ears or at your heart center. Exhale, coming up. Good. Back to chair. Inhale. Sitting further down now. Forward fold over your thighs. Bringing your left foot back now and your right. Plank position. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Elbows in. Back to downward facing dog. Taking your left foot up into the sky, looking forward towards your hands, placing it between your hands, dropping your right foot to 45-degree angle, coming up to warrior one. Squaring off those hips. So your left hip is coming back, your right hip is moving forward. Knee, ankle one line, knee, second toe. Fold your hands forward over your foot, frame your foot, back to plank position. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Cobra, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Looking forward between your hands, stepping your left foot, then your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair. Sitting back, down into that chair. Energy is coming down through your sit bones. Squeezing those thighs, keeping them engaged. And coming up. And take a rest. Take a drink if you need. Taking a deep breath. Bring your arms up above our head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Forward, just sink into that forward fold. From here, we're going to step our right foot back and open out to warrior two position. So your back foot is at 90 degrees. Your front foot is facing towards the front of your mat. Your hips, shoulders and ribs are all stacked over each other in the center line of your body. Shoulders are down and back. Your gaze is down the front of your arm, down your middle finger. Inhale, lifting yourself up, keeping those legs engaged. Exhale, bending down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now flip that front hand, reverse warrior. Keeping that entire bottom half of your body exactly where it is. Chest is shining up and back. And coming back to warrior two. We're coming to extended side angle, so you can take your forearm, place it on your thigh. Making sure you keep space between your ear and your shoulder. You're not dumping your weight down into your leg. And then your arm is stretching up and over your ear. Alternatively, you can take your hand down to the ground. Chest is opening up towards the sky. Coming all the way up, straightening that front leg. Imagine someone is pulling your left arm forward, all the way forward. Once you feel that you can't go any further, tilting yourself down into triangle, Trikonasana, looking up towards your hand or down, whatever's best for your neck. You can hold on to your angle here. Again, your chest is lifting up and twisting round towards the sky. Now, using that hand that's above you, you're lifting yourself all the way back up, bending into that front knee, stepping your back foot forward a little bit. We're coming into half moon. So we're going to gently tilting ourselves forward. If you have a block or a book here, you might want to use it. So we're bringing our feet are staying in the same position. Our arms are out nice and strong. And we are tilting ourselves forward. That back foot should be flexed. Our chest is open. And coming back. So now widening your stance a little bit so your heels are in line. Your back foot is coming to a 45-degree angle. Our hands can come out to the side, and then we're going to forward fold over our front leg. Now if your stomach doesn't touch your thighs, bend your knee here. At that point you can curve the upper back and let your head rest down into this stretch. Deep stretch here. Now lifting out slightly, bringing your fingertips to the ground. We're going to bring our left hand to the inside of our foot, keeping our hips as square as possible. We're twisting open our chest towards the sky. Our hand is coming up towards the sky. We're twisting open. Keeping those hips squared off. And then bringing that hand down, switching with the opposite, and we're going to go the opposite side, opening towards the opposite side of the room. Keep squeezing those thighs together. Not dumping your weight down into your hand. Energy coming up through your fingertips. Bringing that hand down. Coming all the way back up. Whew. Good. And coming back. Stepping our foot back to begin again. And we're going to come onto this side so it's easier for you to see me. So we're going to bring our hands all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop down, fold yourself over. Enjoy this forward fold. And when you're ready, bringing your left foot back to 90 degrees. Opening out to warrior two. Knee, ankle one line, knee, second toe one line. Strong arms, everything stacked over your hips. Inhale, straightening that leg, arms lifting up. Exhale, dropping back down into warrior two. Inhale, exhale. Once more, inhale and exhale. Flipping that front hand, reverse warrior. Folding forward, extended side angle. So option one, taking your elbow to your thigh. Option two, taking your hand down. If you really want to challenge yourself, taking that bind. Chest opening towards the sky. Straightening that front leg. Removing your hands from the bind. Ready for Trikonasana. So your right hand is being pulled forward. When you feel like it can't go any further, tilting yourself down. Hand can come to your ankle. Your left hand is shooting up towards the sky, energy coming through out of your fingertips. You're twisting yourself open. You should feel a gentle twist in your torso. Using that left hand to pull you back, all the way back up. Bending down into warrior two. Moving that back foot forward slightly. Taking your block if you need to. Ready for half moon, so we're coming forward. Arm is shooting up towards the sky. Energy is coming out of that left foot. Left heel is shining towards the opposite wall. You're twisting your heart open. And coming back down in your own time. Good. Straightening that leg. You're now turning your back foot to a 45-degree angle. Our hips are now squared towards the front of our mat. Good. From here, our arms can come out to the side and we're folding forward, hinging from the hips straight back. If our stomach doesn't hit our thighs, bend that knee till it does. Then you can let the upper back round over. Enjoy this stretch here. Gently bringing yourself back up. Gently bring yourself back up. From here, we're going to do our twist. So your right hand is coming to the inside of your foot. Your left hand is coming up towards the sky, aiming to keep your hips in the same place as you twist open. So not letting them twist open, keeping them facing forward, just twisting open your torso. Gently bringing that hand down, switching so that your left hand is now on the ground, right hand coming up towards the sky. Bringing that hand down, lifting up with a straight back, bringing your feet to join each other in Tadasana, and rest here. Good. Now make sure you've got your strap or whatever it is you've got nearby for this next section. I'm going to face forward for this bit. So I'm going to take strap. So from here, making sure your stance is nice and strong. We're going to go with our right leg first. So our right leg is going to come out towards the front of the room. You're then going to bend your knee and we're going to bend down into that chair pose, placing our ankle onto our thigh. Our knee is still pointing forward. We're sitting down into that chair. You can bring your hands to prayer. This should really open the backs of your legs. Keeping that right foot flexed. Keep all those muscles engaged. Shoulders down and back. Long neck. Chin down. And coming up. Now from here, we can take hold of our big toe with our peace fingers. Or if you have your strap, you can take your strap, place it around your foot, because we're going to bring our leg out towards the front. You can put a slight bend in that supporting leg. Then we're going to gently bring our leg out towards the side. And down. We'll see if we can hold it a little bit longer this time. So taking your leg, I'm going to take my foot. So that's how you use the strap if you need it. If you want to use your hand. Feel free to take a supporting wall here if you need the wall. You can take the wall this way. Making sure your hips don't lift too far up. Try and keeping them in line as much as possible. From here, once your leg is back down, give them a wobble. We'll go with the other side. Nice opening of the hips. So left leg forward, bend the knee. Sitting down, keeping that foot flexed, palms to your heart center, knee, ankle, one line, knee, second toe, keeping that knee bent, pointing forward, not bending in or bowing out. Ooh. Now from here, taking your big toe in your peace fingers or wrapping your strap around, bringing your front foot forward, feeling that stretch. Gently moving to the side. And gently bringing that foot down. I'll give you a moment more to play with that. Taking the wall if you need. Again, the strap around your foot. Keeping those shoulders down, not lifting up, lifting your leg up. Good. And facing the top of your mat again. Deep breath in, lifting our palms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Sink into that forward fold. Bend your knees here. Let yourself rest over, your head drop down. Placing your hands on the floor, stepping back to a downward facing dog. Now, keeping everything where it is, you're pushing those hands forward, your fingers are stretched out, the weight is in the backs of your feet, your gaze is towards your belly, your armpits are coming to meet each other. You're going to start to lift your right leg towards the sky, keeping everything in line still with your arms and your hands, readjusting your weight. Bending at the knee and let those hips open. Let that foot draw towards the floor as if it's really pulling that hip open. Keeping your arms balanced in a straight position. And then bringing that foot back down towards the ground. Taking the opposite foot up. Your left foot up towards the sky, and then open the hip. Bringing that foot down towards the ground, stretching yourself out in that downward dog. Your knees towards the ground and moving forward onto our belly. From here, bringing our hands underneath our shoulders. We're going to keep it, everything's coming now from our shoulders. Our bottom half of our body can stay floppy. And everything coming from your shoulders, lifting your chest up into cobra. Shoulders are coming down and back, lifting your chest. And letting yourself sink forward. Coming up. And down. Gentle back bends here, lifting up. And down. Once more, lifting up and down. Bringing your hands to the side of your body, palms facing up. You're going to do that same movement with your shoulders coming down and back, and your feet are going to lift up into locust. So your heart is lifting forward, your shoulders are coming down. Your feet are coming up, keeping everything engaged, all muscles in your body engaged. And letting yourself rest down, drop one ear to the ground. We're coming into bow pose next. So bending at the knees, taking hold of your feet on the outside. If you've had any abdominal surgery, this probably isn't going to be very good for you, so come back to locust position and do this one again. So any hernias, cesarean sections, appendix operations, anything where you've had surgery low down on your abdomen, maybe skip this one and go back to locust. If you want to complete bow pose, you're going to push your feet into your hands, lifting your heart forward. Your knees are staying in line so they're not bowing out. hand resting down. Letting your head rest to the ground, the opposite ear. Taking a breath. And when you're ready, rolling onto your back. Bringing your knees in towards your chest, rocking yourself right to left. Now bringing your feet up towards the sky, you're going to take your toes and your two peace fingers. You can also take the outsides of your feet and bringing those knees down towards the ground. You're coming into happy baby. Nice gentle stretch for your hips. And then bringing those knees back in together. Give yourself a hug with them into your chest. Arms are coming out towards the side now. Your knees are coming into a tabletop position. So you should feel the engagement in your core so that your back doesn't lift off the ground. And from here, you're going to let your knees drop down towards the side, but not quite hit the floor. Bring them back to the center. And then moving across to the opposite side. So all of this is coming from the core. Gently moving from one side to the other. Arms can be flat out to the side of you or in a cactus position. Shoulders remaining on the ground. Once more on each side. And then let your feet drop to the ground. And then we're just going to let our knees drop from there to the right. And let your head drop the opposite way. Deep breaths. Bringing your knees back to the center and letting them drop the opposite side. Head twisting the opposite way. Then coming back to the center. Now if you have some cushions or a bolster, you might want to place them underneath your back. And we're going to recline back and let our knees drop out to the side. Our feet are together into reclining butterfly. And then our arms can either come up or out to the side. And just rest here. Feeling that openness in our hips now. If you want to take something and place them underneath your knees to help support them, you can. And feel free to either stay here for Shavasana or letting your legs drop flat, your heels dropping out to the sides of your mat. Feel free to take a pillow behind your head or move the ones you already have. shoulders down, palms towards the sky. Let your breathing slow right down. Feel the space within your body that we've created with all those hip opening postures, those deep stretches. Let your body surrender down into the ground. Allowing the body just to be still and quiet for a few moments more. Allowing yourself to keep hold of this energy you've created within your body. Taking it with you throughout the rest of your day. When you're ready, gently begin to move your toes, move your fingers, and very slowly come to a sitting position with your feet out in front of you. We're going to take a deep breath in, bringing our arms above our heads. Exhale, bending your knees, folding over your legs, letting your head drop down once your belly is on your thighs. And gently come up. Join your palms together at your heart center. Take one last long deep breath in and deep breath out. This time deep breath in through your nose and then let it out through your mouth. The good and light in me sees the good and light in you. Namaste. Thank you very much. I'll just leave this going just for a moment more, let you relax. Keeping that energy with you for the rest of the day. All that open space we've created in our hips, in our arms, in our torso, in the backs of our legs. Lots of nice deep stretching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the sunshine. And I will see you next week. Thank you.